Abigail's encounter with Mark raises. Spoiler reveals they stole Brady's car. At the cabin, Holly demands to know why she found Tate and Sophia half-naked together. Tate swears he shut Sophia down. He only wants to be with her. Holly believes him. She could tell by the look on Sophia's face he rejected her. Plus, she totally trusts him. After some kissing, Tate brings up Holly's Aunt Sarah. She wonders what kind of person hit Sonyeon with their car and just drives away. A horrible person with no conscience. Tate responds, "Hello, everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone has having a wonderful day after watching these videos. Stay with us to see the excellent news of Days of Our Lives. Please hit the subscribe button and watching this video." While watching Victoria in her Salem Inn room, Fiona eyes the vodka bottle. She stashes it under the bed when Xander knocks. She lets in her son, who needed to see Victoria. Fiona asks how he's holding up. He'll be better when the police arrest the person who nearly killed his wife. Brady lets Jada into the townhouse, wondering why she wants to see his car. She explains it matches the description of the car that hit Sarah. Plus, they have a partial plate. She sternly asks to see it. Now, Brady says it was stolen. Kristen finds Chad looking at the photo of himself and Abigail in their old bedroom. She asks where is the woman who claims to be Abigail. Chad declares she is Abigail, who remembers Clyde stabbing her. Kristen asks if Chad's sure it's a real memory or if she could be a fraud. Chad declares there was a DNA test and it was a match. It's Abby. Kristen apologizes. She's just trying to protect him. He guardedly thanks her. When Kristen leaves, Chad pensively looks at the photo again. Abigail meets Dr. Mark Green in the park. They hug. Stressed, she tells him the mansion is like a mausoleum with so many DiMera eyes on her. Plus, Chad was looking at her with puppy dog eyes, so she threw him a bone and told him she remembered the night of Abigail's murder. Mark thinks she did the right thing. Abigail doesn't think she had a choice. But now, she'll have to keep remembering things if they want everyone to believe she's Abigail DiMera. She's grateful he was able to change the DNA test and says they make a good team. The teens eat pastries from Sweet Bits at the cabin. Holly tells Tate that Mark saw Aaron's picture on Instagram, labeled as Tate Black. She doesn't think he's suspicious, though. Relieved, Tate notes Mark raised Aaron and Felicity after their parents died. Talk about a great guy, right? Holly says. At the Salem Inn, Xander tells his mother the police have a partial license plate. With any luck, they'll find the person who hit Sarah. When Xander worries she'll never be able to walk again, Fiona asks if that will change how he feels about her. Xander loves Sarah more than he ever thought he could love anyone. Nothing's going to change that. However, he worries he won't be the man she needs should she have to adapt to a new way of life. Fiona knows he's strong enough to handle it. She can help too. After all she's done, she needs to help. He asks what means. She laments not being there for him in the past, but she's going to make up for it. She'll make up for it all. At the townhouse, Brady lies to Jada that his car was stolen the morning of the 14th, the day of Sarah's accident. He remembers because it caused him to miss a meeting at Basic Black. However, he didn't report it because he's been slammed at work covering for Xander. Jada thinks it's possible the person who stole his car is the same one who hit Sarah. She tells him to file a report at the station. In the park, Mark tells Abigail they need to discuss the next steps of their plan. But before they can, Chad finds them. Abigail lies that she was just asking this nice man for directions. After Mark leaves, Chad suggests talking about the night Abigail was stabbed could help spark more memories. Like, what color robe was she wearing? Marlena finds Jada taking photos of an empty parking space in the townhouse garage. Jada explains Brady reported his car stolen and asks when Marlena last saw it. She recalls seeing Brady's car in her parking space the night of the 4th, but she didn't see Brady. Brady anxiously paces in the townhouse as Kristen comes by. She explains she took his car after seeing the damage to his front bumper. Since he was a mess the last time she saw him, she deduced he was Sarah's hit-and-run driver. She got rid of the evidence because it would kill Rachel to see him in prison. Brady tells her Jada has a partial plate. Kristen thinks that without the car, Jada has nothing. Kristen urges Brady to stay calm and do what he'd normally do. Brady wonders what one normally does when they run down a member of their family. She suggests he visits Sarah at the hospital and offer compassion. Brady stresses over being responsible for her paralysis. Kristen says whatever Theresa did to him isn't worth throwing his life away. He needs to get sober and pull his life together. She'll help him for their daughter. After Tate rolls his ankle on the beach, Holly brings him to the hospital. She says everyone they know on staff is busy, so they should be safe. Mark enters the exam room. "Let me guess," he deadpans. "Lacrosse accident?" Tate sheepishly explains Aaron took his place at camp so he and Holly could be together. He asks Mark not to tell anyone. After Xander leaves for the hospital, Fiona retrieves the vodka bottle. She declares she's done with it and throws it in the trash. "I'm going to be the mother Xander needs me to be." In the park, Abigail stammers, wondering why Chad is asking about the robe. Does he not believe her memory? Chad points out that lots of people knew the story. She reminds him that he came looking for her, not the other way around. She's doing the best she can. If it's not good enough, she can go back to Poplar Bluff right now. Chad apologizes. The stress is getting to him, and he foolishly listened to his misanthrope sister. He doesn't care what she looks like or what she remembers. He's just happy she's there. He asks her to come home with him. She uneasily follows him away. After examining Tate, Mark tells him it's just a sprain. And as his doctor, he is restricted from sharing his medical information, including where he got care, with anyone. Mark assures him he's capable of keeping a secret. Xander runs into Jada in the square and learns they have a suspect. Using crutches, Tate walks with Holly through the hospital lobby. They're relieved they didn't run into any of their family members there. Breezing by, Brady stops in his tracks, gaping at his son. Next, on Days of Our Lives, Kristen raises EJ's suspicions, and Tate opens up to Brady. EJ's passion, Kristen vs. Abigail. Brady confesses. Chad busts Mark. Spoilers revealed a video preview clip for the week of August 26, 2024 has been released. It shows EJ DiMera and Gabby Herandez DiMera getting frisky. Kristen DiMera doubts Abigail DiMera's story. Chad DiMera corners Abigail and Mark Green. Brady Black confesses as Skander cook kiriakis makes a promise to a wheelchair-bound Sarah Horton. EJ DiMera's passion. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of August 26 reveal that the preview clip shows Gabby smirking as he plots revenge on Stefan DiMera. Stefan looks apprehensive and slightly terrified, as he should be. Stefan knows how vicious Gabby can be when wronged. Speaking of Gabby, she gets encouragement from Connie Viniski. Connie pushes Gabby to sleep with someone just as Stefan did to her. So Gabby chooses EJ, and the preview clip shows them nearing for a kiss. In another scene, Gabby tells Connie that she is going to take Stefan for every cent that he's worth. Abigail DiMera busted. The preview clip also shows Chad running to catch up with Abigail, who is at the park. However, Chad's face turns to confusion when Abigail isn't alone. Chad comes up just as Mark tells Abigail that they need to work on the next step of their plan. It's unclear if Chad hears Mark's words, though. Of course, Mark is a doctor and could always claim Abigail reached out to speak about PTSD or something. I'm sure they will have a clever cover story. Kristen DiMera's doubt. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of August 26 reveal that the preview clip also shows Gabby meeting Abigail. Gabby and Abigail have a complicated history, but at one time, they were BFFs growing up. So I wonder if Gabby will get the sense that Abigail isn't really Abigail. Meanwhile, Kristen is convinced that Abigail isn't who she claims. Kristen desperately pleads with Chad to take his blinders off. However, it doesn't seem that Kristen is able to get through to Chad. Week of August 26, 2024. The preview clip also shows Jada Hunter telling Xander there is a suspect. Xander and Sarah separately ask for the identity of the suspect. It is also shown that Brady goes to the police station with the intention of confessing. In the interrogation room, Brady tells Justin Kiriakis that he needs to make things right. As Sander makes a vow to a wheelchair-bound Sarah, Fiona Cook stares through a nearly empty vodka bottle. Also, John Black and Marlena Evans look stunned in the penthouse. Also, Melinda Trask kicks and screams bloody murder trying to get the attention of neighbors. However, the neighbors probably just think it's some wild bedroom action. So what comes next, and just how long will Connie keep Melinda tied up?